Hey everyone, Michael Harris here.
And Hiroshi Saito. Today we're talking about something that could save your life.
5 fruits that can seriously harm people over 60, especially if you're on medications.
And 5 fruits that can literally add years to your life.
I had a patient, 73 years old, religious about taking his statins every morning. Ate healthy, exercised, did everything right. Then one day he woke up and couldn't move his legs.
Muscle breakdown?
Rhabdomyolysis. His kidneys were failing. We ran tests, checked everything. Then I asked about his diet.
Let me guess. Grapefruit?
Half a grapefruit. Every single morning. For 6 months.
And nobody told him.
That's exactly why we're doing this. Because these interactions are common and most people have no idea.
So if you're over 60 and taking any prescription medications, you need to hear this.
We're starting with the 5 to avoid, or at least be very careful with. Then we'll get to the 5 you should be eating every day.
Let's start with the one that hospitalized your patient. Grapefruit.
Grapefruit is the big one, and it's not just statins. There are over 85 medications that interact dangerously with grapefruit.
How does it work?
Grapefruit blocks an enzyme in your intestines called CYP3A4. This enzyme breaks down medications. Without it, the drugs stay in your system way too long.
So instead of 1 dose, it's like taking 3 or 4.
Exactly. With statins, that means muscle breakdown. With blood pressure meds, dangerous drops. With some antidepressants, serious side effects.
And this effect lasts how long?
Up to 24 hours. 1 glass of grapefruit juice in the morning can affect medications you take that evening.
In Japan, grapefruit isn't common in traditional diet. We eat mikan, small mandarins, much safer.
Smart. Because grapefruit juice is especially concentrated. Some people drink it thinking it's healthy.
What medication specifically?
All statins except pravastatin and rosuvastatin. Blood pressure meds like felodipine. Immunosuppressants. Some psychiatric medications. Certain cancer drugs.
So if someone is on any of these, complete avoidance?
Yes. Not even a little bit. The risk isn't worth it. Switch to oranges, tangerines, or berries.
And what about pomelo? It's similar to grapefruit.
Same problem. Pomelo has the same enzyme blocking compounds. Seville oranges used in marmalades too.
What's number 2 on the dangerous list?
Bananas. And I know that sounds crazy, because everyone thinks bananas are the perfect healthy snack.
But the potassium.
Exactly. 1 medium banana has about 420 milligrams of potassium. That's great for most people. But if you're on certain heart medications, it can be dangerous.
Which medications?
ACE inhibitors like lisinopril and enalapril. ARBs like losartan. Potassium-sparing diuretics like spironolactone. These medications make your body hold on to potassium.
So adding more potassium from bananas?
Can push you into hyperkalemia, too much potassium in the blood. That causes irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, even cardiac arrest.
I had a similar case in Tokyo. Elderly woman, lisinopril for blood pressure. She ate 2 bananas every morning.
What happened?
She came in with heart palpitations. Her potassium was dangerously high. We had to adjust her medication and limit her banana intake.
And that's the key. Limit, not eliminate. 1 banana a week? Probably fine for most people. 2 a day? That's a problem.
In Japan, we eat smaller portions of everything. 1 small banana, shared. Not the giant ones in American supermarkets.
Good point. American bananas are huge. Easily 500 to 600 milligrams of potassium each.
What other high potassium fruits should people watch?
Avocados, surprisingly high. Cantaloupe. Dried fruits like raisins and dates. If you're on those medications, talk to your doctor about safe amounts.
Number 3 on the avoid list?
Oranges and orange juice, but not for the reason you think.
The acidity.
Partly. Orange juice is very acidic. That can interfere with medications that need to be absorbed in an alkaline environment.
Like which ones?
Some antibiotics like ciprofloxacin, certain osteoporosis medications, aluminum-containing antacids. The acid prevents proper absorption.
So the medication just passes through without working?
Essentially. You think you're taking your medicine, but you're getting maybe 30 to 40% effectiveness.
In Japan, we eat mikan. They're less acidic than American oranges, sweeter, gentler on the stomach.
That's smart. Because orange juice in particular, people drink huge glasses. That's a lot of acid hitting your system at once.
And the sugar content in orange juice?
Through the roof! One glass has as much sugar as a can of soda. For seniors with diabetes or pre-diabetes, that's a blood sugar spike.
We always say, eat the orange, don't drink the juice. The fiber slows sugar absorption.
Exactly. But even then, timing matters. Don't take your morning medications with orange juice.
Wait at least 30 minutes before or after.
At least. 2 hours is safer. Or just switch to water for taking meds. It's the safest option.
What's number 4?
Mangoes. Especially for people with diabetes.
But mangoes are so popular in tropical climates. Considered very healthy.
They are healthy, but they're also incredibly high in sugar. One medium mango has about 45 grams of sugar. That's more than a candy bar.
And for someone on metformin or insulin?
It's a blood sugar roller coaster. The sugar spikes, the medication tries to compensate, you crash later. People feel exhausted, hungry again in an hour.
In Japan, we eat mango occasionally. Small pieces, not the whole fruit in one sitting.
That's the key. Portion control. A few slices as dessert? Fine. Half a mango blended into a smoothie with other fruit? That's too much.
What about dried mango?
Even worse. All the sugar, concentrated. Plus many dried fruits have added sugar. Read the label.
So for seniors with diabetes, what's safe?
Berries. Always berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Low sugar, high fiber, packed with antioxidants.
We'll get to those in the good fruit section.
Right. But bottom line on mangoes, if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes, limit them. And never eat them alone. Always pair with protein or healthy fat.
The protein slows sugar absorption.
Exactly. A few mango slices with Greek yogurt, much better than mango by itself.
I'm really trying my best to stay positive, but it's getting harder every day. I feel like I'm constantly fighting an uphill battle, and I'm just so tired. Sometimes I wonder if it's even worth it. I just want things to go back to how they were, when everything felt simpler and easier. I miss that feeling of hope and excitement. I don't know how much more I can take.
Cherries, specifically tart cherry juice. People drink it for gout, for inflammation, but it can be dangerous.
I've heard this is popular in America for joint pain.
Very popular. But if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, cherry juice can increase your bleeding risk dramatically.
How does that work?
Cherries contain compounds that have mild blood thinning effects. Combined with warfarin, it's too much. People get nosebleeds, bruising, internal bleeding.
Did you have a patient with this?
Yes. Elderly man, 78, on warfarin for atrial fibrillation. Started drinking tart cherry juice for his gout. 2 weeks later, he's bruising all over.
His INR was too high.
Way too high. We had to stop the cherry juice, adjust his warfarin dose. It took weeks to stabilize.
In Japan, we use umeboshi for digestion. Pickled plums. Much safer, no blood thinning effect.
That's a better option. Look, cherries themselves, fresh cherries, are probably fine in small amounts. But the concentrated juice, that's where the problem is.
So if someone wants cherries for inflammation,
talk to your doctor first, especially if you're on warfarin, Plavix, aspirin, any blood thinner.
there are safer anti-inflammatory options.
Absolutely. Turmeric, ginger, omega-3s from fish, those won't interact with blood thinners the same way.
All right, we've covered 5 fruits to be careful with. Now the good news. 5 fruits seniors should eat regularly.
Finally, the fruits that can actually add years to your life.
Number 1 on this list is my favorite. Blueberries.
Blueberries are the gold standard for brain health. Study after study shows they reduce cognitive decline.
What's the mechanism?
Anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier. They reduce inflammation in the brain, protect neurons, improve memory.
In Japan, we have a similar berry, smaller, called bilberry. Very popular with elderly.
Same family, same benefits. One study followed seniors for 20 years. Those who ate blueberries regularly had 40% lower Alzheimer's risk.
40%. That's remarkable.
And it's not just brain health. Blueberries lower blood pressure, reduce arterial stiffness, improve cholesterol.
How much should people eat?
Half a cup to 1 cup daily. Fresh or frozen, doesn't matter. Frozen actually retains nutrients better sometimes.
We eat them in yogurt, in tea, sometimes just frozen as a snack.
Perfect. And here's the best part. Blueberries are safe with virtually all medications. No interactions.
Even for diabetics?
Especially for diabetics. Low sugar, high fiber. They actually help regulate blood sugar.
What's number 2?
Apples. And yes, the old saying is true. An apple a day really does keep the doctor away.
What makes apples so special?
Pectin. It's a type of soluble fiber that feeds your gut bacteria, lowers cholesterol, stabilizes blood sugar.
And apples are safe for everyone.
Pretty much. No medication interactions, low glycemic index, easy to digest, portable.
In Japan, we have Fuji apples. Very crisp, slightly sweet.
Perfect. Any variety works. Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, Gala. The key is eating the whole apple, not just juice.
The skin has most of the nutrients.
The skin and the flesh right beneath it. That's where the polyphenols are. Don't peel them.
I had a patient who reversed pre-diabetes with 1 apple a day and walking.
That doesn't surprise me. Apples slow sugar absorption. They make you feel full. People naturally eat less junk.
And the fiber helps with constipation, common problem in elderly.
Absolutely. 1 apple has 4 grams of fiber. Most seniors don't get enough fiber.
So 1 apple daily, with skin.
Minimum. 2 is even better. Morning snack and afternoon snack.
Number 3 on the good list?
Papaya. And Hiroshi, this is one where I learned from your culture.
Papaya is very common in Asia. We eat it for digestion.
Because of papain. It's a digestive enzyme that breaks down proteins. For seniors with sluggish digestion, it's incredibly helpful.
And it's anti-inflammatory?
Very. Studies show papaya reduces markers of inflammation better than some medications, and it's safe with most drugs.
My grandmother ate papaya every morning. She lived to 96.
Not surprising. Papaya is also loaded with vitamin C, vitamin A, folate, all critical for immune function.
How much should people eat?
Half a papaya 3 to 4 times a week, or a cup of chopped papaya daily.
Fresh is better than dried?
Always. Dried fruit loses enzymes and adds concentrated sugar. Stick with fresh.
And for seniors with acid reflux?
Papaya can actually help. It's alkaline, soothes the esophagus, unlike citrus fruits that worsen reflux.
We also use papaya leaf tea. Very gentle on stomach.
That's a great option too. The leaves have similar enzymes.
What's number 4?
Kiwi. 2 kiwis before bed can change your life.
For sleep?
Exactly. There was a study in Taiwan. People who ate 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed fell asleep 35% faster and slept 13% longer.
What's the mechanism?
Serotonin. Kiwis are one of the few fruits with significant serotonin. It regulates your sleep-wake cycle.
And the vitamin C content?
Off the charts. 1 kiwi has more vitamin C than an orange, but without the acidity.
So for seniors who can't tolerate citrus?
Kiwi is perfect. Gentle on the stomach, boosts immunity, helps iron absorption.
In Japan, we have gold kiwi. Less tart, sweeter.
Same benefits. Green or gold, both work. And here's another benefit. Kiwi helps with constipation.
The fiber?
And actinidin, another enzyme. It improves gut motility. Seniors who eat kiwi regularly report more regular bowel movements.
Do you eat the skin?
You can. It's fuzzy but edible. Lots of fiber. Most people peel it though.
And the last fruit on the good list?
Watermelon, especially in summer. Seniors are chronically dehydrated and don't even realize it.
Because first response decreases with age?
Exactly. By the time you feel thirsty at 70, you're already dehydrated. Watermelon is 92% water.
And lycopene for heart health?
Yes. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant, reduces arterial stiffness, lowers blood pressure, protects against heart disease.
Tomatoes have lycopene too?
They do. But watermelon has more, and it's easier to eat in quantity. 2 cups of watermelon is nothing. 2 cups of tomatoes, that's harder.
And watermelon is low calorie?
Very. Only 46 calories per cup. You can eat a lot without worrying about weight gain.
In Japan, watermelon is summer tradition. Families share 1 melon.
That's perfect. And here's a tip, eat it cold. The cold temperature is refreshing, and cold foods can help lower core body temperature in summer.
What about the seeds?
Seedless is easier. But if you get seeded watermelon, the seeds are actually edible, high in protein and minerals.
Some cultures roast them.
Exactly. Nothing to waste.
So we've covered 10 fruits today. 5 to avoid or be careful with, 5 to eat regularly.
Let's do a quick recap. The 5 to avoid if you're on certain medications.
Grapefruit blocks medication breakdown. Over 85 drug interactions.
Bananas, high potassium, dangerous with ACE inhibitors and certain diuretics.
Oranges and orange juice. Acidity interferes with some antibiotics and medications.
Mangoes, very high sugar, problematic for diabetics on medication.
Cherries, especially cherry juice, increases bleeding risk with blood thinners.
And the 5 you should be eating every day.
Blueberries, brain health, memory, cognitive function, no medication interactions.
Apples, fiber, pectin, blood sugar control, safe for everyone.
Papaya, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatory, gentle on stomach.
Kiwi, sleep improvement, vitamin C, helps with constipation.
Watermelon, hydration, lycopene, heart health, low calorie.
Here's what I want you to do this week. Make a list of every medication you take.
Bring that list to your pharmacist or doctor. Ask specifically about fruit interactions.
Because pharmacists know these interactions. They can tell you exactly what to avoid.
And don't assume that because something is natural, it's safe with medications.
That patient I mentioned at the beginning, James, he's doing great now.
He recovered fully.
Yes, but it took time. And now he eats blueberries instead of grapefruit. His cholesterol is still controlled, no muscle problems.
Small changes make big differences.
Exactly. You don't need to give up fruit. You just need to know which fruits work with your medications, not against them.
In Japan, we say, food and medicine share the same source.
That's true, but timing and combinations matter.
If this information helped you, please share it with someone over 60 who takes medications.
This could prevent a serious hospitalization or save a life.
And let us know in the comments, are you eating any of these 5 dangerous fruits regularly?
We read every comment. We want to hear your stories.
Next time, we're talking about something Michael and I disagree on strongly.
Coffee. Specifically, when to drink it after 60.
Michael drinks it immediately upon waking, which is terrible.
We'll see what the research says.
Until then, take care of yourselves.
And each other.
Remember, your body is wise. Listen to it.
And when in doubt, ask your doctor or pharmacist. They're there to help.
Stay healthy, stay informed.